You'd basically have to be like living under a rock to not have heard of Tekashi 6ix9ine, and those who have heard of him probably did so through various means. You know, friends, listening to him, means. However, one thing is certain, this rapper might have managed to single-handedly ruin his career for the worst reasons that you could possibly imagine. Now, there's a couple of reasons why that's so, and in this video, we're going to be looking at what brought Tekashi 6ix9ine's career to its knees. One of the most shocking things about this rapper is his original name, as his birth name is Daniel Hernandez. Born on May 8th of 1996 in Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York, 6ix9ine didn't exactly have, well, the best life growing up, especially when you consider that his mother was a house cleaner and a factory worker from Atlico, Puebla, Mexico, named Natividad Perez Hernandez, and his father was a man from Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico, named Daniel Hernandez Sr. 6ix9ine might not look like it, but he used to be involved in sports as a kid. He played soccer and baseball throughout his childhood, and he was even assigned to a major league soccer team when he was 13. However, his mother didn't like the sound of that because she didn't trust a stranger taking her son at such a young age. 6ix9ine also had an older brother named Oscar Osiris Hernandez, who was just 2 years older than him, and both brothers were raised in a church from a pretty young age. Another interesting thing that might shock you is that 6ix9ine used to be a part of the church choir, and he would actually sing during Mass. He even was selected several times to handle the Bible readings, and his favorite passage was Psalm 121. That might be a shock considering the person that we all know, but stories like this can't exactly be made up until you make them up. Apart from being a church boy, 6ix9ine also has daddy issues, as he didn't know that his father, he didn't know his father until he was 9 years old. Thanks to his mother telling him that his father was, well, dead. His childhood was really messed up, and his father was a heroin addict and ended up spending 5 years in prison for selling drugs. On top of that, his stepfather was shot a few feet away from the family home in 2010, leaving his mother to fend for the family on her own. That became naturally pretty difficult for her, and she had to apply for welfare. The families experienced some hard times, and life became extremely challenging. His stepfather's death was so emotionally traumatizing that 6ix9ine refused to eat or shower, causing him to lose weight. As a result, he was sent to therapy, and he had to be hospitalized for post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. He also began acting out because of this traumatic experience, which led to his expulsion from school for bad behavior in the 8th grade. Instead of trying to continue his education at another school, 6ix9ine started working several jobs, such as being a delivery boy at a grocery store or a busboy, also that he could help his mother with the family finances. 6ix9ine got his first chance at fame in 2012 when he met the CEO of New York record label Hikari Ultra, Peter Righteous P. Rogers, when he patronized the vegan bodega that 6ix9ine was working in at Bushwick, Brooklyn at the time. Righteous P thought 6ix9ine was a rapper based on his looks and stated that he should take up rapping as he had the image and the cadence of one. He began releasing songs in 2014, and most of the songs drew attention for his aggressive rapping style and the use of Japanese anime as music video visuals. He assumed the stage name of Tekashi 6ix9ine, and as you would have guessed, there was a reason behind the name. Tekashi refers to Japanese anime, as he was a lover and a fan of them, while 6ix9ine references the yin-yang symbol and, the funny sex number. He managed to garner fame mainly as an internet meme thanks to his extensive tattoos, rainbow-plated grills, and rainbow-dyed hair. As the years went by, 6ix9ine became an associate of another New York rapper, and the younger half-brother of Righteous P, Zillakami. However, things went awry with time. Their feud was born when 6ix9ine found out that Zillakami and the Righteous P were planning to sign a record deal with Epic. Apparently, this was Zillakami's attempt to drop him thanks to his chaotic nature, the surfacing of misconduct allegations against 6ix9ine, alleged unpaid bail money, and a disagreement over allegedly stolen instrumentals. Soon after, 6ix9ine started working with a rapper named Andrew Green, also known as Trife Drew. Again, as they had previously worked together on music videos. They planned to work on videos and music again, but nothing came out of this for a while. It took a couple of years, but 6ix9ine began his second rise to fame in 2017 following the release of Pole's 1469 along with Trippie Redd on YouTube. He became even more popular on social media thanks to an Instagram post from July 2017 that went viral on both Twitter and Reddit. This was quickly followed by his commercial debut single, Gummo, which was released on November 10th of 2017 and was ultimately peaked at the 12th position of the US Billboard Top 100. This song was certified platinum by the RIAA a few months later and was followed by his next single, Kuda, which debuted the week of December 23rd of 2017, at the 61st position on the Hot 100. Now this was followed by his third single, Tech with Fetty Wap and A Boogie with the Hoodie, which was released on January 14th, 2018, and which also made it to the Hot 100. Sometimes after that, 6ix9ine also announced the release of his debut mixtape, Day 69, which debuted at the 4th position of the Billboard 200 album chart, with the 55,000 album-relevant units, 20,000 of which were actually pure sales. According to the New York Times reporter John Karamanica, the mixtape was an outgrowth of the SoundCloud rap explosion, and it was notable for its willingness to deviate from hip-hop's prevailing sound. While his music was doing quite well, 6ix9ine got into some controversy in 2018 when a man who was allegedly part of his crew was arrested for shooting on April 21st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. According to the report, 6ix9ine's crew allegedly got into a shoving contest with rapper Casanova's crew while they were at Adrian Boner versus Jesse Vargas match. During the incident, the police believe someone in 6ix9ine's crew fired a shot. Thankfully, no one was injured during the shooting, but a .32 caliber shell casing was allegedly recovered at the scene. As a result of this incident, 6ix9ine got banned from the Barclays Center, and he also lost a $5 million headphone deal. That caused him to take a break from music for a few months. In July of 2018, he released his 8th song, Fefe, which featured Nicki Minaj and Murda Beats. The single debuted at the 4th position of the Billboard Hot 100 before topping at the 3rd position in its 2nd week, marking its highest entry on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and his first song to reach top 5 on the chart. The song was also certified double platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. There is no lie when I say that 6ix9ine was doing pretty well for himself as a rapper, and his songs were doing very well on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. However, just like with a lot of rappers, 6ix9ine couldn't keep his act together, and he ended up getting into a lot of feuds and legal battles, some of which rather cost him his freedom. It all started in 2015 when he was accused of being involved with a child sexually. In October 2015, he was charged with 3 counts of use of a child in a sexual performance in which he had physical relations with a 13-year-old girl and later spread videos of the incident online as part of a music video. In an interview, he claimed that he didn't know the girl was a minor and that he was also 17, which was ultimately disproven. His plea deal required him to attain his GED, not post violent or sexually explicit images of women or children on the internet, and not commit a crime for 2 years, among other sanctions. If met, this would give him 3 years of probation, and he wouldn't have to register as a sex offender. However, thanks to his enduring legal issues in light of his plea deal, he was sentenced to 4 years of probation starting in October of 2018, with one clause stating that he cannot say the phrase treyway in public, as it was believed to promote gang activity, as well as 1,000 hours of community service. There were also other cases of him choking a 16-year-old girl, ordering the shooting of another rapper named Chief Keef, and even domestic violence and alleged sexual assault against one of his baby mamas. In spite of all of these legal incidents, the one incident that threatened his life and his music career took place on November 2018, when he, his previous faux manager Kifano, Shotty Jordan, and 3 other associates were arrested. According to reports, 6ix9ine was charged with firearms and federal RICO charges, including conspiracy to commit murder and armed robbery. He was allegedly a member of a violent sect of the Bloods, referred to as the 9 Trey Gangsters, and faced life in prison. He was jailed at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn along with the general population, but due to security reasons, he was moved to another facility, as he had multiple disputes with other prisoners, especially those belonging to the Crips street gang. On February 1st of 2019, 6ix9ine pled guilty to 9 different charges, and was set to face a likely mandatory sentence of 47 years in jail. On February 16th, a plea deal document was revealed showing that he could avoid most of his jail time if they were willing to testify against related gang members and ongoing investigations. Well, he took the deal. And on December 18th of 2019, 6ix9ine was sentenced to 2 years in prison after testifying against the 9 Trey gang. The presiding judge, Judge Paul Engelmeyer, gave 6ix9ine credit for assisting the prosecutors with sending many violent gang members to jail. However, his street cred took a huge hit as a result of this decision. His gang affiliation gave him a measure of street cred and protection from revenge for his never-ending trolling of other rappers and gang members on Instagram. The entire hip-hop community was almost universally blacklisting 6ix9ine for snitching on his gang members, even while he publicly attempted to redefine what it meant to be a snitch. It's possible that he currently lives in danger at the choices he made at the time. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching the downfall of 6ix9ine.